everyone. Super duper happy to be with you and my duo dynamic partner,
Yes,
Denika Carruthers, and we are excited. I'm Dr. Conti Terrell, and this is DCDC.
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 We ain't gonna get up and play no rock for you, DCDC.
But we're gonna rock your world. How about that?
Oh man, rock their world and power them up,
and
right?
PowHER. Yeah, PowHER.
PowHER. PowHER you up. So man, listen, we are so excited to be able to come to you, and I'm gonna tell you, when you trust in all things working out for the good, it all works out for the good. So those of you who know me, you know I'm all about divine connections. I am about the divine. I believe that everything is divine. And I'm going to tell you, this dynamic duo is divine. And we are getting ready to just power up the divine feminine, teach you how to embrace the divinity of your femininity, teach you how to reclaim your power, because let me tell you, divine feminine, this is where it's at. And as a divine feminine, Conti, it's so important that we understand who we are.
Who we are and whose we are. And so what I'd like to bring to this whole dynamic duo is not just your divine femininity, but also knowing the queen in you, understanding who you are as a queen. Many times we don't really realize how important we are and how much we value other people value us. And so, but you can't get the value that you need if you don't first start valuing yourself. So that's what we're going to talk about too, is how to love yourself, become the queen that you are, dynamic queen that you are destined to be, that God has ordained you to be. And we just can't, look, we're going to do so much. What about guess what? Our new you. No, we didn't say new you. We said new you. Yes.
Mentally, emotionally well.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. You know, because a lot of people talk about mental health, but they talk about it from a perspective of mental sickness or disconnect or something is wrong, right? We really need to start talking about mental and emotional wellness, and that's what MU stands for, a mentally, emotionally well you. Because if you are not well in your mental and emotional state, guess what? You are not going to be well in your physical state. And we live in a world right now, I mean, look at what's going on right now, right? And where everybody is so concerned about their health. But what's really happening with this, virus that's out there is a deficiency within the immune system. But people do not consider the value of what they put into their bodies. And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about what you allow into your spirit, what you listen to, what you entertain, what you think about, what you believe, because whatever you think, you consider, you internalize, becomes your belief system. Whatever you believe, that is your truth. Whatever is truth for you, you act according to that.
And we train people how to treat us based on our truth, based on what we believe about ourselves, and also about mental strength. Are you mentally strong in saying no? Are you mentally strong in saying yes to the things that are right for you? Even no to the fact that I refuse to allow this turmoil to consume me. I've had clients I've told, turn off the radio, turn off the TV. There's other things that you could be doing. You've been wanting to write a book. You may have been wanting to, start a company. This is those times. There are things that we cannot control. But when you're mentally strong, you go about things a different way. You do the things that you're able to change. You change and think and work on the things that are in your power to change. If it's not in your power to change, those things are what I call left-handed problems and left-handed issues, which you need to surrender to the higher power, who you know can change all things if he wants to. But in the meantime, don't defeat yourself by getting consumed with energies that you have no power to change.
Yeah, exactly. And we often talk about the higher power, right? But I teach my clients how to connect to their higher selves. Because even God's spirit, whatever you term it, doesn't have any control that you don't surrender, right? Absolutely. But we have absolute control over how we process information, how we process our thoughts, how we process our feelings and our emotions. And you know, we live in a world where everybody wants to try to dumb things down. That doesn't serve you, because your feelings are very key indicators as to what you are accepting, what you are believing, what you are creating in your life. And until you understand how to bring the total man together, so both of us, we're all about mind, body, and soul. Well, I'm really about soul, mind, and body, right? Because who we are is the soul essence. The soul knows, but unfortunately we have been conditioned to focus so much on the external that the internal man is dying day by day, and we see that, Conti, every day, everywhere.
Every day. So we're excited. We actually have a tour coming up, and we were expected to be in Atlanta, here in Houston, then in Atlanta, then in Florida, then in the Bahamas, because this is the Bahama Mama.
Yes.
So we're excited about telling you a little bit more about that. But what we're planning to do now is do it virtually, start out virtually. So this is just a little taste of what you're going to get when we start talking about you and reclaiming your PowHER.
Yes. Let's talk about that a little bit before we let them go. Before we let you go, we're going to give you a little bite-size,
Little taste,
little tidbit
little
of what's
sip,
about to come, right?
little crumbs.
Oh, you can go around to each station and get a little bit. But you know, I was having a conversation this morning with a beautiful woman. And you know, as women, we have not been taught to value ourselves. So we look for our validation, we look for our power, we look for our okayness and our enoughness
in
outside.
somebody else,
Yes.
through something else, through a job, through money, through a male, through being married, and you're
through
right.
being a mother.
Through being a mother,
So that's why a lot of
absolutely.
women, when they have what they call empty nest syndrome, they don't know how to function or what to do, because their whole worth has been in being a wife, raising
right.
children. So what happens when you're not a wife?
Right, or when you're in your late 30s or in your 40s and you haven't found that perfect mate, and so you don't have children and you want to have children and you feel like you're less than or not worthy of who you really are, not loving yourself for who you are, because you feel that there's no worth to you because you have not bore a seed or had a child.
Yeah. But the power of you is in you. The greatness of you is in you. The amazing of you is in you. And until you learn and identify who you are, when you don't know who you are, Conti, you give the world and everybody else in it the power to define you. And when I say define, see, we come into this world fine, man. I mean, look at yourself in the mirror today and pick out all the fine aspects of yourself. And then you allow somebody else to come and define you, to take away your fineness. But when you are not able to connect to that, then everybody else gets to tell you
who you are. And I tell my clients all the time, Denika, nobody should know you better than you.
Come on.
And if you don't know yourself, then there needs to be some redefining of who you are. I ask simple questions, and I have a test, and we'll do it sometime for you guys. But the clients could not answer 10 questions about themselves in less than a minute that they should have known. So when you don't know who you are, it's easy to allow somebody to come in your life and dictate who you are, to dictate what you want. It's like going to the grocery store and you don't have a grocery list. You know how that is. You come out with a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need, that you don't want. So the same thing, when you don't have a clear identity of who you are, people may say you're too fat, they may say you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, and all of those things pile up in us, and we start really packing that, living that, and believing that, and because we accept what you say we are, if you don't know who you are.
And you allow it to define you. You allow it to take away your fineness. And you and I do similar work. And this is a question that I ask of my clients all the time. Who are you?
Who are you?
So many women cannot answer that question. You know what? And when you ask men that question, they don't hesitate. They might have to pause a minute to think, but they will come up with an answer. But as women, it's like we don't even give ourselves permission to say who we are. And most times when you ask someone, who are you? They'll say, well, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, or I'm an accountant or whatever. No, that's not who you are.
And the same when I say, give me strengths. Many times I say, give me 3 strengths about you. They'll say those things too. Oh, I'm a mother, I'm a this, I'm that. No, what are you? Do you empower people? What's your character? Are you easy to talk to? Do you have good faith, strong faith? Are you a determined person? Are you, who are you inside? The strengths that make you the person that you are. And we need to know those things. And we not only need to know them, we need to nurture them. But you can't nurture what you don't know you have.
Exactly. And you can't walk in your power or your purpose until you know who is showing up in power and purpose.
That's right.
So that's why it's so important for you this year to reclaim your power. If you don't know what that looks like, I want to provoke you today to not stop. I'm hearing Michael Jackson now. Michael Jackson, the favorite. Don't stop till you get it up, right? You got to keep going down that path until you figure out who you are. Because again, if you don't know who you are, then everybody else has the power to put labels on you. They have the power to define you. They have the power to create obstacles and limit you from being the amazing, powerful, beautiful being that you truly are.
But guess what? If you don't know who you are, we're going to help you find out who you are and reclaim your PowHER. We're going to power. You're going to be able to boom, knock it out the box, baby. We're going to help you do that. Please keep in touch. Keep tuned in. You're going to be getting a bunch of information about where you can virtually find us and join us for our virtual symposium for women to empower you to be your best self and so that you can become all that God sent you here to be.
And if you have any comments and if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. We love to hear from you. We love connecting with you. We love interacting from you. And like this and share it. Share it with your divine feminine friends. Hey, and if you're a mom like me and you have grown adult girls, share it with your daughters.
They definitely need to hear what
man, if they can understand who they are. Can you imagine if they were able to not have to deal with half of the crap that we went through? And as mothers, as parents, we always want better for our children, right? So bring it. Don't just come for you. Bring your whole family. That's what we need to start getting back to. Like being more intentional with bringing your family and friends into greatness, right? That's what legacy is all about. And we need to learn how to not just reclaim our power for ourselves individually,
but pass that on to generations and generations.
Woo!
Absolutely. Get in touch with Denika. How do you get in touch with you?
www.denikacarruthers.com. Follow me on Facebook at Denika Carruthers. Check me out on YouTube at Denika Carruthers. Instagram, Denika Carruthers. Twitter, Denika Carruthers.
Yes. DC. And you can get me, Dr. Conti, at Dr. Conti Speaks. That's DRCONTE. Speaks with an S.com. DrContiSpeaks.com. Also on Facebook, Dr. Conti Terrell. Instagram, Dr. Conti Terrell. YouTube, Dr. Conti Terrell. So we look forward to being with you. Remember, DCDC is going to really bring some powerful things to you very soon. Can't wait. I'm so excited. Pow!